Welcome back, Battlefield players. I got a commentary discussion for you guys today, and we are going to be talking about the new map packs, particularly the one about the close quarter map pack coming out in June. But before we start talking about that and having this discussion, I want to thank the Twitter followers who actually brought up this topic, and that's exactly how these commentary discussions work. I asked my Twitter followers what kind of topic would you guys want me to talk about. You guys let me know. A lot of you guys asked for the DLC stuff, and of course, please remember this is about you guys too. I really want to know what you guys think about the DLC, and of course, if you agree or disagree, and just explain why. Anyways, as you can tell, we're playing on Sin Crossing. It's just right after I got my topics, I'm like, okay, let's go get some gameplay. Now, I was debating whether I should go on Operation Metro, since it's very similar to what the close quarter combat map pack is going to be about. But I decided, no, Sin Crossing, it's one of those medium-sized maps in Battlefield 3. It's not an Operation Metro, and it's not a Caspian border. And here I go, I do very well, and I'm just kind of playing by myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, but let's start this commentary discussion. We're going to begin this discussion by talking about the very first map pack, Close Quarter. It's coming out in June. I'm sure many of you guys already know that, and it's going to be featuring 10 new weapons, 4 new maps, and it's for very tight gameplay. And a lot of people are, they're complaining about the fact that it's not Battlefield, it's Call of Duty, all that shit. And I truly don't think that it is Battlefield. It's not Battlefield gameplay, but a lot of people need to understand that they are giving us new things to do. It's not only one. We have a lot of diversity in Battlefield, and that's what it's always been about. Now, do I agree that they should make a map pack that is separate? No, I don't. I do not agree that they should have made a map pack that is only close quarter, especially due to the fact it is coming out in June, right when summer starts. So they're basically forcing us, in a way, to just play this new map pack. And of course, the thing people need to understand is that they are not getting rid of the other maps. People are acting like, oh man, now this is going to be all Call of Duty close quarter stuff. No, Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, Carg Island, they're all going to be there. They're not being taken away. We're just going to be getting more close quarter combat maps. Now, fortunately for the people who like large maps, we get Armored Kill. Let's talk about this close quarter combat a little bit. Now, me personally, I like close quarter combat. It's not bad. I mean, I don't like the ones that are particularly in Battlefield 3 at the moment, like Operation Metro. I know a lot of people love that map. A lot of people on my friends list play that map like crazy. They have really high score per minutes, good KDs, because it's not hard on that map. You flank people. It's the same shit over and over, and it's a good map. A lot of people do like playing it, but I personally, not a big fan of it. I just prefer playing maps like Sin Crossing if I really want to do some groundwork. And then of course, Caspian Border are the maps I play the most, Operation Firestorm, stuff like that. But I am excited to see what new maps they're going to be, and with all this new destruction that DICE is talking about, HD destruction. So ever since Battlefield 3 came out, I've always been kind of iffy about their destruction now, because it seems as if they went backwards in time with their technology. But like I was saying, I'm excited for this map pack. I will definitely be getting it. I'm going to be trying it out, and who knows, it could be really good. And I don't agree with people comparing it to Call of Duty. If anything, I would say it's more like Rainbow Six Vegas 1 or 2, because you're always fighting in those very small, tight areas like a casino or a college campus. And I also think that this close quarter map pack is pretty cool because it's really just slapping Call of Duty across the face. I mean, Battlefield is able to create basically the same style, very fast-paced, close quarter combat like Call of Duty, but in Battlefield, while still doing the millions of other things like vehicles and team gameplay and all the great stuff that we all enjoy about Battlefield. But if you step back and ask yourself, is it a good idea for them to clump this entire game style in one DLC and give it to all the Battlefield players? I would honestly have to say, no, it's not a good idea. And that is going to take us to talking about Armored Kill. Now, I'm sure many of you guys are aware about Armored Kill coming out in fall, being basically all vehicles, the exact polar opposite of this close quarter DLC. Now, what I'm trying to go at here is that why should we be confined to a DLC that is so, condensed into one thing, such as close quarter gameplay, vehicle gameplay? I don't get it. Why can't they just split it in half? Give us 2 close quarter maps and give us 2 big maps. I feel as if they're trying to completely separate the 2 people, and that's not what Battlefield to me is about. I think if you're playing Battlefield, you should be able to do work on ground and in vehicles, and that's just me. And I don't like the fact that close quarters coming out first, because you know I'm a big map player. However, even though that sounds stupid, I prefer playing the big maps. And I wouldn't mind if 2 of the maps were close quarter maps, because that will only give me more diversity, more options, more choices. And now, even though I will be playing close quarter, I'm more confined to it. I don't have the option of going to play with some of the big maps. And the cool thing is, you guys probably heard, is that Armored Kill will actually include the biggest map in Battlefield's history. Now, I want to talk about that a little bit. That would have to be gigantic. I mean, the maps in previous Battlefield games like 1942, especially Battlefield 2, like Clean Sweep, those maps are bigger than most of the maps we see here in Battlefield, the biggest maps we see in Battlefield 3. Now, my whole theory on this is very simple. Air superiority. I really think that they're talking about the airspace of the map. So they're like, okay, it's going to be the biggest map because there's the most airspace, thus making it the biggest map. And imagine, on console, 12 on 12 jets. You know, that'd be sick, like 1943. So we know it's possible. They've done it before. And on PC, I can only imagine 32 jets on 32. That would be absolutely amazing. Like, can you imagine just the sight of like 64 jets flying around in the air? And now think about how big that map would have to be. That map would be giant, and that is where I think they're getting the whole biggest map in Battlefield's history. Now, there's not a lot of information about Armored Kill, but my whole point of this is basically don't separate the goddamn community from close quarter players and vehicle players. It's just like, just keep us together. Give us half and half. But unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. You know, you're giving us it in June. For whatever reason. I mean, in June, all of us have a lot of free time. You know, it's a given, unless you're getting a job. But even then, most of us, we won't have school. And without school and that, you're always going to have more time, especially during the nights, on summer nights, just to play. And it would have been nice to have Armored Kill during that, because I know I'm going to have a lot more free time. I'm sure most of you guys are going to have a lot more free time. And I don't know, I'm sure EA and DICE, they have a whole plan for this. Some of my Twitter followers, you know, they're saying that it's a way to suck money out of Call of Duty people, and yeah, I'll agree with that. You know, a lot of Call of Duty players, you know, they're in the lower range of the lower age, and at that age over the summer, you get to kind of just relax. You don't have to worry about like summer classes for college, or I don't even know, school or jobs. So you're just kind of relaxing, and their whole philosophy is, okay, there are gonna be a lot of kids who are just relaxing. Let's try and bring them over to Battlefield while we have the chance. Fall starts, school starts, all the Battlefield players are still playing, and they get what they want with Armored Kill. So that's my 2 cents on that. I want to hear what you guys think about these new DLCs. And of course, Endgame is the last one, but there's almost no information on that. If I had to say what it was, I'm hoping for a different time era. As for the future, or possibly World War II, something like that with the Frostbite 2.0 engine. Either way, that is going to conclude this commentary discussion. Please be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the new DLC? Do you agree with anything I said? Do you disagree, and why? And of course, if you guys haven't seen my latest video, it is called The Future of BirdManCinema, and it's going to explain to you what kind of videos you can be seeing here very shortly in the future. And of course, if you have a Twitter, follow me at BirdManCinema. All the links are in the description below. And don't forget to send me a topic, and they can easily be featured on this commentary discussion. So take care, and peace out.